Hey, yo, Fifth, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day. Night, looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit.
Man, I'm chilling. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go shopping. I give me a mean leather jacket. I think I'm doing my thing. I'm like, I'm my own little planet, right? And nobody. He's always got to try to one up on me, right? Have one up on me. I get a banging leather jacket. This Busta get a leather line up.
I woke up to this. She just started this morning, and I was the one that was leaving everybody alone. So what you doing is giving false narratives, homie. You talking about you just went to buy a leather jacket. You ain't bothering nobody. You left alone. And I went and bought a leather hairline. Well, let me tell you something, buddy.
Busta Rhymes has found himself at the center of an online storm. A recent leak linking him to controversy ignited social media, sending fans and critics alike into a frenzy. But before the chatter could settle, 50 Cent stepped in, effortlessly hijacking the narrative. Known for shaking things up, his influence rippled across every post, comment, and clip. What began as a scandal has now transformed into an unmissable digital spectacle.
Pulled the little lawyer dude into the section, and they walled him off. So I'm thinking to myself, damn. Well, he ain't come. Well, he came with us, but I usually got a rule: you come with us, you gotta leave with us, because I'm this big black him. I'm gonna be the only person they come to pick up first if one of y'all don't show up home. So it's like I try to stick to my protocol. Man, the dude stayed with them, and then his boyfriend was on Facebook woofing, woofing the whole next day. Oh, my ain't loyal and all of this.
Wait a minute, hold on. Any one of us can look at this on Facebook?
They weirdos, because they paid me to come on the stream before, so they control. So I'm like, y'all making fake content. So when I seen them in person, Wax say, "Calm down, CC. It's just for the internet. It's just content. We know Busta Rhymes gay, but you can't be saying that." I'm looking like, what? And then the dude, Loose Cannon, like, "CC, man, you gotta calm down, man. We just getting content off." I say, "Bro, we not playing, making fake content." So now that I see, that's what they.
Rainbow is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what this guy can bring. He brings rain. He brings the sun. Like, you understand what life is too, you know? So for me to know that you have a great, Raymona Harvey is Busta Rhymes. This is his real name. Anybody can get on Facebook and look up Raymona Harvey and be like, yo, that's Busta Rhymes, yo, with no wig on. And be like, yo, wild out. You're on your own time, but this is information that you would like.
Frank Ocean just recently came out with a statement saying that, he was in a relationship, long ago. Do you think hip hop's ready for like someone of a different orientation, or are they going to be accepting of it, or what are your opinions on that?
I don't know if it's just about hip hop being willing to accept it. I think the whole world is ready to accept whatever people choose to be in life. You know what I'm saying? From hip hop all the way down to just the common man that walks the streets and the earth every day. It's like we're at a place in life where, we got to respect and accept what people choose as their path that they want to walk in life. Because ultimately, you want people to you want people to respect what you choose as your path in your journey in life. And ultimately, whatever that man does in his personal space is that man's choice, and it's that man's business. I am an extremely huge fan of Frank Ocean. His music is impeccable to me. And as far as I'm concerned, I respect the dude completely. I think, whatever he does at home is his business. Just keep that music popping the way you've been keeping it, bro.
Busta Rhymes and 50 Cent weren't just partners. They were a force to be reckoned with. Together, They dominated the music scene, from high-voltage tours to daring moves that kept the industry on its toes. Shoulder to shoulder, they faced every battle, their bond forged in loyalty, ambition, and mutual respect. But now, that once impenetrable alliance has fractured, leaving behind only memories of their fire and a quiet emptiness where their brotherhood once burned brightest.
So do me a favor, right? Explain to you what the layers of what you're saying, y'all. That was it right there. Now, Fifth, I'm gonna challenge you for real. What you doing this?
What is that, man?
It's real pizza.
I can't afford nothing, man. All my money's in Western Holdings.
Don't worry, we're rich. Where's the mom? It's my birthday. I love you. Eutychus, we are here with Eutychus. Cool from Cool Dre. Eutychus, we are here with Eutychus.
Hello, I'm Amber.
How are you?
Nice to see you. Welcome aboard.
Pleasure, Amber.
Thank you.
As we always say, the blessings don't stop, so we ain't stopping. Stay blessed up. Don't block your blessing. Know when to get out the way so that the passions could be free, to let the blessings continue to be bestowed in abundance. The birthday turn up ain't done no time soon. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We out here with Eutychus. In 1 week. Worldwide. 840,000 tickets sold in 1 week. 840,000 tickets in 1 week. No, hold up. Hold up. Stop. Sold 675,000 tickets before the first show in 4 days. That's because I've been out of the country. He was hitting me 3 days in a row. Like, he hit.
The second Busta Rhymes noticed his name trending for all the wrong reasons. He was certain 50 Cent was orchestrating the storm. In his eyes, the public's sudden swing couldn't be accidental. Someone was pulling the strings. And who better at stirring chaos than 50, the master of online provocation? Fueled by suspicion and frustration, Busta launched a volley of pointed critiques at 50's music, questioning his creativity, hinting his spark was dimming, and subtly redirecting attention from his own missteps. But anyone familiar with 50 knows he doesn't let blows go unanswered. When he retaliates, the shockwave isn't contained. It shakes the entire industry, leaving everyone on edge, wondering just how far this feud will spike.
We did the first show July 21st. My last show was November 21st. He's still on that same tour.
Yeah, man.
He don't play with that work. Ever since he first came to Violator and the first Get Rich or Die Trying came out, he was the only one that would jump on a plane like this was a cab.
Right. Go get it.
That got no problem flying 20 hours somewhere and coming back home the next day. This is how he was from the beginning. So being on that tour and being able to do all of those antics every night, the way it was received was phenomenal.
If Busta ever tried to phone me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Should have with that 9 million, but the devil, yo. Yeah, I do hit better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show. Look, man, And they try to say that if you ever thought that the Busta Rhymes was better than me, you crazy. You crazy, man. You just looking at this the wrong way.
Hey, yo, Fifth, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day. Like, looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit. Keep fanning the fart. Keep fanning the fart. Hey, yo, what you say, Split? F50, fanning the fart Ferrari. F50, break it down. Fan it down.
50 Cent didn't waste a moment before striking back. Within hours, he was live on Instagram, a sly grin on his face, seizing the perfect opportunity to go straight for Busta Rhymes. His words hit like a lightning bolt, igniting the comment section with laughing emojis, screen recordings, tags, and shares that sent the clip skyrocketing across social media. But Busta wasn't about to fold. He returned fire almost instantly, clever, relentless, and razor-sharp, flipping the energy right back at 50. What started as an exchange quickly spiraled into a full-blown viral showdown, a spectacle that had the internet glued to screens, each comment, share, and reaction fueling the clash even further.
You put your hands better than me. Yeah. So do me a favor, right, Spade? You another listen to what you're saying, yo? That was it right there. Now, Viv, I'm gonna challenge you for real. What you do at this time, you gotta get low with the mix, though. You know how I do it on stage. I don't really do it how he do it. I see the way I do it. I want to see the breath control everything. I want to see you do it. No, that's when I'm in the shower. I'm Busta Rhymes. That's not how I do it in the shower. Now, hit you with nothing to answer what you saying, y'all. Say with the ice cream, what the feeling, y'all. Don't stop. Don't stop. And y'all have to pay me big money for this shit. That's it.
And then you told me, like,
Dragon season. Everybody go get your dragon mask. Available on Busta Rhymes Universe. Click the link in the bio. Shop Busta Rhymes Universe right now. It's that time. Dragon season. Yeah. We dropping Unleash Me at midnight. I woke up to this. She just started this morning. And I was the one that was leaving everybody alone. So what you doing is giving false narratives, homie. You talking about you just went to buy a leather jacket. You ain't bothering nobody. You left alone. And I went and bought a leather hairline. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. On some real G. Now I'm going to tell you when you clowns. Let me tell you something. It's already been sanctioned on how I'm going to hit him. You talking about that Pimpin' Curly that you was doing as a character? But no, you was doing Pimpin' Curly in real life too. Trying to look like Rico Suave or one of them going down the red carpet at one of them movies she was involved with. And I don't want you to use that as no excuse neither, talking about you was playing a character. You wasn't in character when you had to go down that red carpet. You could have got back to yourself. You chose to stay in character with that Rico Suave, some berries and sweet juices you had up in your head top. Now, I do want you to know I'm your brother, so I'm going to always support you and everything you do. I ain't been doing nothing but that since the inception of our friendship. File it up. Now, with that being said, I got one question to the masses. There's several products that you have to incorporate to get you to look like Rico 50. All right? Rico Suave. We talking about Rico 50. Let's see which one of the products that he used to get to looking like Rico 50. Was it this? Or was it this? Or was it this? Matter of fact, I think the real question is, did he blend all three of these to look like this? Chill. I got a grand prize for anyone that jumps in the comments, any consumer around the world that used to also use these products to help identify, doing a forensic deep dive and a research and a data analytics on those products to help us understand, was it a combined effort of all three, or was it a combined effort of two, or was it just one of them to get you to look like Rico 50? Now, with that being said, if you guess right what the blend was chemically for that and berry juice look for Rico 50, you might win a grand prize. Until then, just know the blessings don't stop. So we're going to just keep this going as long as we need to. Because if the blessings don't stop,
The feud took a darker, more unnerving turn. Just as the heat reached its peak, a new video appeared online, showing Busta Rhymes in a fan interaction that immediately struck viewers as awkward, uncomfortable, and borderline unsettling. The clip spread like wildfire, sparking heated debates, wild speculation, and endless theories about what really happens behind the closed doors of the music industry. For Busta, already caught in a storm of criticism and scrutiny, this latest leak was another punishing blow, escalating the chaos and making it nearly impossible to regain control or prove he could survive the spiraling controversy unscathed.
See you around for me, baby. I've been longing for the moment to talk. I'm never home alone. I've been looking for necessary. You'll see over here.
As fans slowly pieced together the unfolding saga, Busta Rhymes' explanations started to crumble under relentless scrutiny. Then came the bombshell. He publicly defended Diddy, demanding respect for his privacy and calling on everyone to withhold judgment. The response was immediate and explosive, a mix of shock, disbelief, and confusion. This was the same Diddy tangled in multiple federal investigations, the same Diddy whose infamous after-parties had long fueled industry gossip and wild speculation. For many, Busta's unexpected defense wasn't just surprising. It was a glaring red flag, igniting debates and leaving everyone questioning his loyalties. Was this a calculated risk or a raw, instinctive act of...
After the video caused a stir on social media, with some people horrified by Busta's shamelessly horny behavior, 50 Cent reshared it on his Instagram page on Monday, September 18th, along with a few words clowning his close friend. Busta stole this move from me. I used to do this to Magic Stick 10 years ago. Now it just feels dirty, inappropriate, unnecessary. This is giving your old uncle at the barbecue that won't go sit down vibes, right? Busta Rhymes saw the funny side of it as he responded with several laughing face emojis in the comment section. This isn't the first time that 50 Cent has ribbed Busta Rhymes on the road. While backstage during a tour stop in Charlotte, North Carolina in August, he couldn't help but poke fun at him in his oversized jewelry.
Tell him to change too big. Whoa! Tell him to change too big. He ain't got no friends. They're not telling him.
Jokes aside, at least one of 50 and Busta's rap peers wants to see the pair capitalize on their time together on tour and hit the studio. In a tweet last month, Waka Flocka Flame called for the rap legends to drop a full-length project together, saying the culture needs it. The culture need a joint album from Busta Rhymes and 50 Cent. Don't give us a tired excuse because y'all going on a worldwide tour. That's too much.
As if fate itself were fanning the flames, Diddy scored a surprising win amid the chaos. A colossal $30 million lawsuit against him was suddenly thrown out, erasing one of the heaviest legal threats over his career and granting a rare, hard-earned reprieve. Meanwhile, Busta Rhymes faced no such mercy. While Diddy emerged unscathed, Busta remained trapped under unrelenting scrutiny, facing mounting criticism, growing public doubt, and a shrinking circle of allies. With each passing day, support slipped further away, leaving him increasingly isolated, teetering on the brink as the spiraling storm showed no signs of letting up.
The music industry and the headlines pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations, and the things that are coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. When that time manifests, then, we'll speak about this, hopefully when that time comes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this.
And it's incredibly sensitive.
It's extremely sensitive, and I think that people don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is, because an opinion can detrimentally affect someone short term and long term. And I just, from my own learning experiences and being through, none of us are exempt from going through challenges and obstacles and trials and tribulations, some way more intense and extreme than others. But I think at the end of the day, as we go through these things, we learn from them, and we also got to learn how to help people get through them. And that's the angle in life that I like to approach things from, because I know if any one of us is going through challenges in general, we do want some sort of help and guidance and support to not make those mistakes again.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, it got a little out of control. But a lot of the times when people are going through things, you got to respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're going to deal with the things that they're going through.
Dropped multiple charges in a $30 million civil lawsuit against him. The New York judge dismissed the most serious allegations in the lawsuit from former music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, and warned Jones's attorney to stop making, quote, irrelevant insults, misstatements, and exaggerations. Combs denies all the allegations against him. And this all comes as a new ABC News podcast is shedding light on the criminal charges and civil lawsuits against Diddy and his claims of innocence. Bad Rap, the case against Diddy, is brought to you by host ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, and I spoke with Brian yesterday to tell us all about it. Take a look. Congratulations on the new podcast. I know our viewers are excited because you're a familiar face around here. So I want to start there because you are on here almost every week, if not more often, with me talking about big cases in the news. So what made you focus on this one? What is it about Diddy's case that made you want to dig deeper?
So I think it's a combination of, and I think we can all kind of agree to some extent, everyone knows Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, in some way, shape, or form through his music. He's had a huge influence in the way that we look at hip hop, the way we look at millionaires, billionaires, fashion, things like that. And then all of a sudden, we have this massive criminal case. And I think a lot of people are looking back and saying, "What? I heard a whisper. I heard a rumor. Is this connected? Is it not?" And I think both as an attorney and as just a person who was born in the 80s, this fascinated me. And I really appreciate ABC and everyone involved, because when I came with a crazy idea of what about a podcast? People were like, you know what? Yeah, let's see how this works.
How significant is it that this federal judge just dropped multiple charges from Lil Rod's civil lawsuit?
So I get that it's a big headline, and it is significant if you're looking at it just as this civil lawsuit. And I think the Rodney Jones lawsuit was massive in the sense that it led to the raids of Sean Combs' homes, because in that lawsuit he said, this is where the videos are, this is what he's doing with it, all these allegations, and likely led to this federal indictment. But the reason why these charges got dismissed is because of pleadings. The way that the attorney pled out the charges with RICO, for example, that highest charge, and couldn't connect an alleged criminal enterprise to the damages that Rodney Jones says that he faced. Now, does that mean that Sean Combs had a RICO enterprise? Maybe, maybe not. But it means in the civil lawsuit, it's not going to apply. So for his federal indictment, that criminal case, that's still going on, and that's probably a bigger issue for Sean Combs overall.
This story has gotten a lot of coverage already, and it undoubtedly will continue to. So what makes Bad Rap different?
So I think the really beautiful thing that ABC Radio and 2020 is doing is we have so much video, audio over the years of Sean Combs. He's always been in the public eye, and the ability to go through archival information, to speak to experts who are at some of the white parties, who listen to some of his music, who are following it all along, and then kind of just putting myself in there. Also someone who actually knows the law, who has been in the Southern District of New York where he's being prosecuted, and you get to see it from all of those angles, and someone who's familiar with the music and the culture in many ways, and talking about it from all those angles, and then leading up to the trial. I think a lot of times we talk about trials, we kind of just drop people in. It's like, all right, here's opening statements. But with the podcast, you get to really follow the rise and fall of Sean Combs up into the trial, hear the controversy, hear the whispers, hear what could have really crashed his career but didn't, and then we leave you right at the trial informed, entertained, exhilarated, and then we do it twice a week while the trial goes on, and we're going to give you those updates, give you that analysis, and also how it's all connected.
And I can confirm even from our conversations, when you understand what's coming in a trial and the context around it before that trial starts, it makes the trial itself so much more interesting. And I know you touched on how you have weekly episodes, and then once the trial starts, you're going to have twice a week episodes. What should we expect there from those kind of live updates?
I think you're going to get everything that you are accustomed to getting in ABC News Live, as well as radio, in the sense of they're already saying, Brian, we're going to have you right there sitting next to Aaron Katursky. You're going to be listening and watching. And when I come out to talk about the podcast, it's not just going to be, well, this evidence came out. It's going to be like, what was the jury looking like? What was this person doing?